What's the most exciting part about your job?
I think interacting. I'm very fortunate to be in a job where, you know, I have an extremely young staff. I think the average age of the staff is 20s, mid-20s. So with that, you know, just seeing that vibrance. But then again, you know, tomorrow I could be meeting a head of state.
Yeah.
You know, from a visiting country.
Yeah.
You just don't know what happens what could happen in a day at KICC. You know, you've also got parliamentarians coming in, and you know, it's fun to watch each person just enter. You know, the way each person enters is also just very fun in itself.
Prior to KICC gig,
yes.
What were you doing?
I was in government. I was advisor to Cabinet Secretary for Tourism. So it was Honourable Najib Balala, and before that was Honourable Phyllis Kandier. So actually it's been in government since about 2013, a bit earlier. Prior to being in government, I also had my own company. So obviously you're familiar with the MTV Awards that we had here. So I was actually the person that brought that through and worked on that. We're trying to push, hopefully, very soon, maybe this year, next year, we'll be hosting them again as Kenya, so looking into that.
Yeah.
So again, even with that, but I've always been in the tourism industry. And, you know, I always joke, you know, when I bleed red, black, green, and white. I'm patriotic as it comes. So you know, anything just to get Kenya out there.
What do you hope to do differently in this new decade? Different from what you did maybe in your 30s?
I think, you know, now that I have children, spend more time with them.
Yeah.
Mentor more, mentor people more. But no, I say things change the day you go to sleep as 39, you wake up as 40, and you're just like waiting. It's not, no. But it's, I'm extremely blessed to have my health, be where I am. Like I said, you know, I don't take that for granted. I'm actually honored to be, you know, custodian of KICC. It's a direct impact of being, shaping the history of Kenya. And not very many people can say that they can do that. So I'm extremely happy about that. But the next 10 years, I don't know. Laugh more, live more, smile more, and give back. I mean, I love Kenya.
How do you balance between having a young family, because your child is barely a year, and of course this job that you're doing?
I have to say I have a very good support from friends and family, and also, you know, the women that look after my children. So of course it's you know, sometimes you miss a lot of milestones. You know, maybe their first walk is on video because you missed it. But it's you've got to do it. And also even as a single mum, so it's you just get on and do it. It's not you know, you have no option but to survive.
People are curious about, of course, your relationship with the president and how that influences probably your job. Yeah.
Like I said, it's two very different things.
Yeah.
Yes, the president is my uncle. He's been president just recently, but for the last 40 years, he's been my uncle. So nothing has changed, nothing will ever change. You know, it's a very, very different, and the two never go hand in hand. So did I get this position because of him? Definitely not. Is he very tough? Yes. But again, it's capacity when it's work. It is your excellency. It is that. You know, when it's family or whatever, it's your uncle. But the two don't ever mix. And like I said, it's, you know, I think it should be based on your work.
Yeah.
You know, not who you know, not who you. It's 10% of your life. You know. So that association is let people think what they think, But the two are very different. The two are very separate. And no, it's not, I'm stuck at the office. I need something done. I'm going to put a call. No, he's busy. He's not. And I would never even do that. You don't do that.
What advice do you have for young people who probably aspire to a position like the one you hold, especially young women?
What I would say to young women or young people in themselves, do you. If you can just remain truthful and honest to yourself, then you can never go wrong. You may have some really bad days and you may have some fantastic days, but that's life. It's a roller coaster, and you just put on that seatbelt and you just go with it. But sorry, if you can just be that, you know. But I think, word of advice, I never even thought I'd get here, you know. I've been through a lot. It's no secret I'm a recovering alcoholic, so that's had its own challenges in itself for the last 19, even more, 20 years now. With that, you know, yes, you've gone for interviews, you've been shut down. You've gone for interviews and you've been accepted, you know. It's life, you know. So take every bad day or bad thing that happens to you as a life lesson. That's what I would actually say. And use that life lesson to get you to the next spot.
Thank you very much.
You're very welcome, Margaret. Thank you.
Keep it Capital Business. My name is Margaret Njuguna.